The Suni antelope is a small and elusive antelope species that originates from the eastern and southeastern parts of Africa. These graceful creatures are primarily found in countries such as Kenya, Tanzania, Malawi, Mozambique, and southeastern parts of South Africa. As part of the dwarf antelope group, Sunis are among the smallest antelopes on the continent. Their natural habitat consists mostly of dense undergrowth in woodlands, thickets, and lowland forests. Sunis thrive in areas where they can remain hidden among thick vegetation, as their shy nature and small size make them vulnerable to predators. These antelopes are particularly adapted to environments with plenty of ground cover, which offers both food and protection. Because they feed mainly on fallen leaves, fruits, fungi, and flowers, their habitat must support a healthy forest floor ecosystem. The Suni antelope is a dainty and delicate-looking animal, known for its compact build and appealing appearance. Its coat is a rich reddish-brown to chestnut color, which provides excellent camouflage in the forest underbrush. The belly and underside of the tail are usually lighter, often whitish, and there may be a faint darker stripe down the back. The fur is soft and sleek, helping it slip easily through thick vegetation. In terms of size and build, the Suni is one of the smallest antelopes in Africa. It has short, slender legs, a rounded body, and a relatively short neck. Despite its small stature, the Suni has a sturdy frame suited to its low, cautious movement through dense cover. The head is proportionally small, with large, dark eyes and ears that give it an alert expression. Adult Sunis typically stand about 30 to 43 centimeters at the shoulder. Males are usually a bit larger than females. When it comes to weight, they generally range between 4.5 to 5.4 kilograms. Only the males have short, sharp, backward-curving horns that can grow up to 8 to 13 centimeters in length, often hidden by tufts of hair on the forehead. The Suni antelope is not known for high-speed running like some of its larger relatives. Instead, it relies on stealth, agility, and alertness to survive. Its speed is modest, suited more for quick, darting movements through dense underbrush than for long-distance sprints. When startled, a Suni may freeze completely to blend into its surroundings or make a sudden leap and disappear swiftly into the undergrowth. This freeze or flee strategy is an effective form of camouflage and escape in their forested habitats. In terms of behavior, the Suni is primarily nocturnal and crepuscular, meaning it is most active during the cooler hours of dawn, dusk, and night time. During the day, it tends to rest in well-hidden spots beneath dense vegetation. Sunis are solitary or live in small family groups, often consisting of a male, one or two females, and their offspring. Males are territorial and mark their areas using scent glands located on their faces. They will defend their territory from rival males, though physical combat is rare and usually limited to short, ritualized displays using their small horns. The Suni antelope is generally a quiet and secretive animal, but it does produce a few distinctive sounds, especially when threatened. The most notable vocalization is a sharp, high-pitched bark, similar to that of a small dog. This bark is typically used as an alarm call to warn other Sunis of danger or to startle a potential predator, giving the antelope a split second to flee into dense cover. The bark is brief and abrupt, perfectly suited for their low-profile lifestyle in thick vegetation. Apart from this alarm bark, Suni antelopes are usually silent in their daily activities. They do not rely on vocal communication for social bonding or territory marking, unlike some larger or more social antelope species. Instead, they depend on scent marking, body posture, and subtle cues to interact with each other. Males, in particular, use glandular secretions from facial scent glands to mark territory and signal presence to other males and nearby females. Their quiet nature is part of a broader survival strategy. In the predator-rich environments where Sunis live, being discreet is crucial. Remaining silent helps them avoid drawing attention, especially since they lack the size and speed to confront or outrun most predators. So while they can vocalize, they do so sparingly, and only when absolutely necessary. The Suni antelope is a selective and adaptable browser, with a diet that primarily consists of leaves, fruits, flowers, fungi, and tender shoots. Rather than grazing on grasses like many larger antelopes, the Suni focuses on vegetation found at or near ground level, especially in the undergrowth of forests and woodlands. This diet is well suited to its dense, shaded habitat, where soft, moisture-rich plant matter is more abundant than open grasslands. One of the most interesting aspects of the Suni's diet is its ability to survive without regular access to water sources. The moisture content in the leaves and fruits it consumes provides much of the hydration it needs, making it highly adapted to dry or seasonally arid conditions. This dietary trait allows Sunis to thrive in environments where other animals might struggle. The Suni's feeding habits also support the health of the forest ecosystem. By eating fallen fruits and fungi, the Suni helps clean the forest floor, and its movement through the underbrush can assist in seed dispersal, subtly contributing to forest regeneration. Its foraging behavior is usually solitary and cautious, carried out during twilight or night hours when the risk of predation is lower. The Suni antelope, due to its small size and quiet nature, is a potential target for a variety of predators. These include leopards, servals, jackals, African crowned eagles, and even large snakes like pythons. In some areas, humans also pose a threat, either through hunting or habitat destruction. To survive in such a predator-rich environment, the Suni relies on stealth, alertness, and camouflage rather than speed. Its reddish-brown coat blends seamlessly with the forest floor and leaf litter, allowing it to remain almost invisible when it freezes in place. This behavior, known as crypsis, is highly effective in dense underbrush where visibility is limited. When a predator gets too close, the Suni may emit a short, sharp bark and make a sudden, zigzagging dash into thicker vegetation, using its agile and low-to-the-ground body to escape. It moves cautiously and often follows well-worn, narrow paths through the bush, which offer both a quick escape route and cover from view. Sunis also tend to rest in densely covered areas during the day and feed during the cooler hours of dusk and dawn or at night, when many predators are less active or rely more on sight. Their keen hearing and sense of smell help them detect danger early, giving them precious seconds to disappear into the shadows. The Suni antelope has a non-seasonal breeding pattern, meaning it can breed year-round, depending on environmental conditions and food availability. However, in some regions, births may peak during the rainy season, when vegetation is more abundant and nutritious, providing better conditions for the mother and newborn. Suni antelopes are polygynous, with one male typically mating with several females within his territory. Males are territorial and use scent marking and displays to ward off rival males and attract females. Courtship is usually quiet and discreet, reflecting their overall shy nature. After mating, the gestation period lasts about roughly 6 months. The female usually gives birth to a single fawn, which is hidden in dense undergrowth shortly after birth. The mother will leave the fawn hidden for much of the day, returning only briefly to nurse it. This helps reduce the risk of predation during the early, vulnerable weeks of the fawn's life. The fawn grows quickly and is usually able to start following its mother after a few weeks, gradually learning to forage and avoid predators. Suni antelopes reach sexual maturity around 6 to 8 months of age, though they may not breed immediately depending on environmental factors and social structure. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe for even more viewing pleasure. Don't forget, like and comment. Feel free to share.